Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's go now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hubbard again. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9. On the set. From the pistol, it's Young. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Takes this in at the 25. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Found some space, got his team 21 on that run back. And the 49ers will go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Purdy on first down. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Purdy setting up that play action. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On third down, Purdy. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. McCaffrey goes up and over for the touchdown. The 49ers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Ready?
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Take over.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ready?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They run again with Hubbard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Ready, ready?
Let's see what they went with on third down. Motion man sent left. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. They've got first down from the 31. They've got a man in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They stick with McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
60
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Let's go now.
Second down now, 7 to go.
60 Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have it 3rd and 7.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go. Set. 79 Broncos. Let go.
From the gun is Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10.
Bronco waiting.
They'll run here following the penalty. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ready.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Check. Panther. Reload. Reload. Ready.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Completed to his running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown! The 49ers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Returnable from the 1. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Tag. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Counterplay, Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Come on, come on.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hut, hut.
Young on the play action. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready.
Motioning left is their running back. On 3rd down, it's Young. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Young on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Hut.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The 49ers with a chance to add to their lead. Second and 3 now. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Let's go now.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Go. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Here we go, here we go.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Head the street. Tag.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air, 3rd and long. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A give left side to McCaffrey. Still has room inside the 15. Has them the touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. About to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Play action now. Young. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Up the middle, Hubbard. Broke through the tackle. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
Hubbard again. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
On 2nd and 10, Young has him on the quick hitter. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Young to throw here on 3rd. Buying some time right. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Javon Holland comes up with it. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. They'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Young back to it after the pick. He rolls to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's 49ers football, and they are hurting for points. They start this quarter with a huge lead. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They stick with McCaffrey. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The 49ers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. A 5th rushing score for him as he moves 1 away from the NFL record. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They send him left out of the slot. Here's 2nd and 7. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it at the 30. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Panthers take 7 points off the deficit. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Here's McCaffrey. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
70 range, 70 range. Go.
Purdy throwing here. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Got it. Ready?
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay.